Thank you so much, for making me part of this wonderful evening of celebration and inspiration with the Vertex family. This morning only I posted that, with the event that every true leader finds a way to celebrate and reward the key people and talent. And how the top is, that is how, it flows down through the bottom. And when I spoke to Gagan the first time, I remember he is such an example, a leading example of dynamic leadership and exemplifying so much of learnability and consistency and growth. And everybody I have spoken to in the organization after Gagan, I have seen that dynamism, flowing through everyone. So congratulations, Vertex, for, creating and sustaining such a dynamic organization. And I wish you so much more success and, progress in 2022 and in the future. And my support will always be there. Now, first of all, I wanted to ask, how much time do I have?
Dr. Navana, you can take 5-10 minutes. That's completely
Okay, then to make it, more fun, I'll just start with a story. As I was introduced, I am a coach and author of Emotional Mastery, Toolkit of Success. And today, in today's world, everybody is talking about mind power. And here I am talking about emotions. And to start with this, I'll start with a very simple story. So there was this one young man who was very, interested and curious to learn about the secrets of success. And he would read many scriptures, he would study many books, he would go to many masters to learn about, what is that key secret to success. And no matter wherever he went and whatever he read, yes, he became very knowledgeable and he worked very hard, he gained experience, but he was still not fulfilled. So one day when he meets an old man, the old man says, I can help you in this. I can get you a mentor who will have the answer to every question you have. And he said, where is this master? I would love to meet. Where is this mentor? And he said, the path is not going to be easy, just like all of us. There is a mountain you have to climb, and it's not going to be, a cakewalk for you. And this young man was so enthusiastic to learn and so curious. He said, I don't mind taking a difficult road, but just, tell me how to go there. The old man says, okay, fine, I'll give you the direction. But there is one condition. When you reach the top of the mountain, there is only one question you are allowed to ask this mentor. He says, okay, I agree. I take up the condition as I accept the condition. So he starts his journey in climbing the mountain. And of course, as he was warned before, the path was not easy. There were nights of storm. There were nights that he shivered in cold. There were days he went hungry. There were times he doubted himself that, am I even on the right path? Is it even worth it? And one final day, as he carried on and on, he was on the top of the mountain. And there in front of him was standing this great mentor, this great master. Now, this young man was expecting the master perhaps to be like a very wise old man, or like a yogi or a sadhu, or, a spiritual master who knows all the secrets of success. But instead, he sees a beautiful young woman. Now, the condition was he can ask only one question. And guess what he asked? He asked, will you marry me? So this is where emotional mastery comes in. No matter how much you have studied, no matter how much mind work you have done, how much affirmations you have done, no matter how many years of experience you have, if you do not know how to manage your emotions, you cannot achieve success. You want to have a great relationship, you need emotion management. You want to have great finance management, you need emotion management. You want to have great leadership skills, you need to have emotional skills. And if you don't understand emotions, you don't understand business. It is simple as that. It's a people's world we are living in. We buy what makes us feel good. And that is what the entire world of advertising is running on. So if you want to enhance your people's skills, you have to learn to master your emotions. You have to understand the meaning of emotions, read emotions, and how to leverage the power of emotions to proactivity, productivity, and profit. Even if it's an emotion of anger, emotion of worry, emotion of frustration, emotion of loneliness, how to channel these emotions towards productivity and proactivity. That's what I am working on with many other corporates, many other startups, university students, and entrepreneurs. There is one more thing I would like to say, 2 more points I will add. One is, this is for everybody there in Vertex, all the newcomers and all the talents who are out there. Chase excellence and don't chase success. Because when you chase excellence, success follows. In today's world, too many people are running after success. But instead, become an expert, become a genius in what you are doing. I'm not talking about, the pro-positivity cliche that every morning that you wake up and you're going to feel so motivated to improve on your skills. That doesn't work, because we are humans. And that's why, again, emotional mastery comes in over there. But always know that every progress, it moves not in a straight line, but in waves. Because as per science, anything you throw in the universe in a straight line, it becomes a circle. So there will always be the graph of ups and downs, of success and failures. And the seed of one is planted in the other. If you haven't failed, you haven't tried, and nobody becomes a good driver on a smooth road. And the third point is, today is a day of celebration for everybody in Vertex. And you all deserve that recognition because you're all winners. Nobody's story is bigger or smaller than the other. But even when we fly the kite very high, we must keep the string in our hand. We need to stay grounded, centered, humbled, and patient. And that is the key to self-leadership. In today's world, a lot of the working environments are in hybrid condition. We are talking so much about self-leadership for motivation. And to be, to excel in self-leadership, you need to have patience, you need to have humility, centered, grounded, that sthirta, that dhairya. We need to have that. And always, spending the time with yourself. Like Swami Vivekananda said at one time that if you are not spending time with yourself every day, you are missing out on meeting the most excellent person in the world. So spending time with yourself doesn't mean I'm sitting down with the social media and checking my WhatsApp or Insta, but truly, self-monitoring, reflecting, introspecting at the end of each day. We need to keep a check on our ego with self-awareness and self-monitoring, because that's the key to growth for every individual, for each one of us, and for the organization. And, I remember I would like to end with the words of Einstein, who said, ego is inversely proportional to success. And I think it's not just to success, ego is inversely proportional to relationship. It is inversely proportional to abundance, to growth, to prosperity, anything you want to do in life towards fulfillment and achievement. So that's all that I would like to, give as a gift of words to all my family members in Vertex. And it's great to be associated with Vertex. And I'm looking forward to much more excitement and inspiration this evening. Thank you so much.